And what we have are four fantastically, but very differently talented people. We're going to start with Michael Lavine. Hey!
Hi. I'm so
Hi, Michael.
happy to be
Michael, you're going to be a discovery for a lot of people today. Can you just give us a brief resume on what you've been doing in music your
well.
whole life?
I've been collecting sheet music since I was a kid, and I've inherited a number of collections over the years, and bought a lot of collections, and just very acquisitive. So I've acquired a very large collection of sheet music that I love sharing with people and showing people that they don't always have to sing "Come Rain or Come Shine." They can sing. There are lots of wonderful old songs that they and new songs and young songs. I'm asking people that a lot of composers send me their material, and I like sharing it with people and showing people doing concerts. And I'm a pianist, I'm a musical director, vocal coach, and I play for people all over the world. And I teach. I'm a coach. I teach all over the world. For the past 12 years, I've gone to Australia twice a year, at least in normal times, to teach at all the conservatories there. And I've taught all over the country, and I've taught in Switzerland and London, Israel, and all over the place. But I love when I'm here in town. I like really just showing people a lot of fun music that they should know, and just showing them. So I thought I just pulled a couple of songs that I thought a lot of you may know and a lot of you may not, and just say, hey, well, try this on your piano. I've actually, to drop a name, I've known Stephen Sondheim since he was for over 40 years. And the past several years, just before he died, I was sending him a lot of sheet music of songs I think he would get a kick out of. And usually he would write me back and say, can you like sing this for me? I can't figure out plunking it out. So I would sing it for him, and he would comment, and he'd say, oh, that's a really nice song, and that's a great song, and I don't like that one that much. So I like being able to. Yes, Alex Hassan is another fantastic pianist friend of mine. I see that people who know Alex are writing there. But yeah, we love just sharing. There are a couple of us out there in the world who share music with people. Like Michael Feinstein's always, we're always emailing each other and sending, hey, try this on your piano, we always say, like the old days. So
Well, we're going to have a round robin with the four of you as guests.
great.
So you're going to go first. And what's your first song you're going to do?
I recently saw a PBS special where they had Tom Lehrer, the great Tom Lehrer, singing a concert in I believe Copenhagen from 1967 when he was fairly young, and he was so charming and delightful. And I actually musically directed a production of Tomfoolery many years ago, so I'm very familiar with Tom Lehrer's stuff. And I thought I would start with the Tom Lehrer song. Many of you may know it, but I think it's awfully funny. And he wrote a new set of lyrics for this many years later. He said it was written for Tomfoolery in 1980, but the song itself was written in, I think, the 50s. So it's called When You Were Old and Gray. Since I still appreciate you, let's find love while we may, because I know I'll hate you when you are old and gray. So say you love me here and now, I'll make the most of you. Say you love and trust me, for I know you'll disgust me when you're old and getting fat. I know that didn't rhyme. You're probably thinking, boy, that Tom Lehrer, why didn't he rhyme? It's not his fault. It's my fault. I sang you instead of that. What the line really goes, so say you love me here and now, I'll make the most of that. Say you love and trust me, for I know you'll disgust me when you're old and getting fat. An awful debility, a lessened utility, a loss of mobility is a strong possibility. In all probability, I'll lose my virility, and you your fertility and desirability. And this liability of total sterility will lead to hostility and a sense of futility. So let's act with agility while we still have facility, or we'll soon reach senility and lose the ability. And then in 1980, he added these internal rhymes, which go actually something like this. Enjoying our compatibility, I am cognizant of its fragility, and I question the advisability of relying on its durability. You're aware of my inflexibility and my quintessential volatility, and the total inconceivability of my showing genuine humility. Though your undeniable nubility makes use a certain puerility, your alleged indispensability underestimates my versatility, and your boyish irresponsibility and what now is charming juvenility will in time lose their adorability and appear much more like imbecility. Your teeth will start to go, dear. Your waist will start to spread. In 20 years or so, dear, I'll wish that you were dead. I'll never love you then at all the way I do today. So please remember, when I leave in December, I told you so in May. From Tom Lehrer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay, Michael!
How about all those ability rhymes? Did you like all those rhymes, Christine?
And he did that before there was rhymezone.com.
Yeah. Yes, but all those ability rhymes, I thought to put all those together is just such a great talent.
He lifted all his.
Yeah. So, Michael, if people want to reach you, what's the best way to find you?
Best way is email. My email address is Broadway. The word Broadway spelled out, followed by my initials, MHL. So Broadway, MHL at AOL. Yes, I freely admit it. I'm still at AOL. But there you go.
Well, okay, we're going to our next songwriter, and I'm so happy that you're here, Michael, to hear him. His name is Kyle Hancharick. So what have you been doing during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I've been surviving, pretty much. But I'm also working on a new album.
Can you tell us how you wrote this song?
My first album, before and after, I had a few love songs, and I had a lot of heartbreak songs on that record. And all I'll really say about this, because I don't have a lot of experience with it, quite frankly. But this one is the exception. This is mostly autobiographical. So it's an unrequited love song. This is called Lucky Man. Wedding dress, all beauty and no mess. She says the magic words. She takes you by the hand. There's joy in her eyes again. She looks into yours. From a distance I can see. Though I wish the man was me, but you're the lucky man, that you can call her yours. You're the lucky man, to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man, to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. Long ago, or so it seems, she was the woman of my dreams, beautiful and kind. My dreams were wasted in the end. We never became more than friends, didn't have the guts to try. So fate never gave me a chance. So with you tonight she'll dance, 'cause you're the lucky man, to glide her across the floor. You're the lucky man to kiss her in the morn. You're the lucky man to tell her that you love her every day. Or so I pray, 'cause you're the lucky man. When you kiss your bride, the puzzle pieces fall into place. But before you can turn around, I've already left the church with a smile on my face. You're the lucky man. I won't disturb your home. You're the lucky man. I'll be okay on my own. You're the lucky man. Just treat her right and tell her how you feel, 'cause this is real. You're the lucky man, but you can call her yours. You're the lucky man to carry her through the door. You're the lucky man to have the love I wish I could possess. I do confess, but you're the lucky man. You're the lucky man. Thank you very much.
Oh, Kyle, you know what I was thinking when you're playing that? Did you hear the song I did about Edith and Irvin?
Good.
You know, it's like life is long. You might. Are they happy? Are they doing okay?
As far as I know, they are. They're expecting their first child very soon.
Oh, well, you never know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. And now our next performer is Tina Ross, and I met her because she was part of the Greenwich Village Folk Festival that I usually co-MC. I didn't do it last week because I was on the road, and Sunny Oaks filled in, which was really great of her. But Tina, when I heard you singing and I didn't know who you were, and I saw you have gray hair, I thought, where's she been all this time? How did you start working on your debut album now?
Right. Well, I was a chiropractor and nutritionist, and I attended a songwriting conference and met some people who encouraged me and said, you know, you got to do this. This is something, and it was something that was burning in me. And I had dabbled in songwriting for so long, and so within 4 months, I had left my practice, and that was just before the pandemic. So I have been writing for 2 years. I'll be putting out my debut album. I'm working on it now with Mark Dan, and hopefully by May-ish, it will be done. Yeah, it's so exciting, and it feels so right. And anyone can do this anything at any time, and that seems to be.
Well, you know, I remember Margaret Mead said, we live so long that you could have 2 or even 3 full careers. So don't say, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? Say, what am I going to do next? And focus on that. And so that's exactly what you're doing. You're an inspiration for all of us.
Well, thank you, as you are to me. So.
Well, my dream is to be a baton twirler at the Super Bowl, but I don't think that's going to happen. Tina Ross.
Kyle, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, and you are just so incredible. I have to say that I live in the same town as Kyle, and when he was 8 and 9, and I used to hear him play, go hear him play. So he's been playing a long time. He's just fantastic. It was hard to listen and face the unknown. feeling her heart quicken. She hangs up the phone. She leans against the bathroom sink and wipes the mirror clear. The dripping of the faucet is all she hears. A quiet moment, and there are few as her children sleep, thinking about the promises she may never keep. Hold the door. Hold the door. Arms full of the day's clutter, gently stepping down the weary stairs, making tomorrow's lunches. She slips in love notes her evening prayers. With so many questions, will she leave some life unused? But she cannot give in right now. She hasn't finished what she came to do. Hold the door. Hold the door. Don't let it close. She only knows she wants more time. Hold the door.
Oh, beautiful.
Whoa.
What? You may find this shocking, but I don't have any children that I know of. And, but somehow I have been visited by the songwriting gods with writing what I consider the ultimate all-time mother-daughter bonding song called Sometimes Mother Really Does Know Best. And I find that the best way to sing this song is to actually put a real mother and a real daughter, put their names in the song. So in the chat room, do we have anybody? I'm gonna switch to gallery mode so I can look at you. Oh, what a nice looking group of people. Oh, do any of you have a teenage daughter at home, or a tween daughter, or a granddaughter? Looks like nobody. Does anybody know a mother and a teenage daughter? Oh, okay, Hillary Rollins.
Oh, well, mine isn't a teenager. She's 22, but man, they don't get a prefrontal cortex until they're 25 to 30, so.
That's close enough. Okay, and I happen to know your daughter. Her name is Eloise, right?
Yep.
And this is Hillary. Okay, so I'm going to sing Sometimes Mother Really Does Know Best, starring Hillary and Eloise. And there is a part in the song where I'm going to ask all of you in the chat room for your suggestion on what we do. You know what? I got to put my notes up on the screen in case I get lost, because I got the lyrics here somewhere. But this is called Sometimes Mother Really Does Know Best. What? I think this is how it Eloise looked in Hillary's eyes and pleaded, please say yes. You never criticize my friends, my hair, or how I dress. A tiny little eyebrow piercing on me would look sublime. Hillary thought about it for quite a long, long time. Eloise with an eyebrow piercing. That's a permanent reminder of a temporary fad. When you're old and gray, my dear, you'll think back and be glad that your mother had the foresight to turn down your request. Sometimes mother really does know best. Just a tiny tattoo, mother dancing on my skin. All the other kids have one and I want to fit in. A delicate little butterfly, mother, right around my wrist. Hillary thought about it. Then she said this. Eloise with a tattoo. That's a permanent reminder of a temporary feeling. Think Angelina and Billy Bob before you hit the ceiling. You think a tattoo on your teenage skin will make you look unique. But when you're older, you look like a circus freak. Hillary and Eloise barely spoke for the next year, except the occasional ha! And snotty sneer. Whatever. It looked like there was nothing that could mend this sorry rift. Till Eloise overheard Hillary on the phone discuss getting a facelift. Oh, a facelift, Mommy. That's a permanent reminder of a temporary fear. Only the lucky ones grow older every year. And I don't think you look like that bad for a crazy bitch your age. Hillary sat there in a smoldering rage. Now, there's two ways this song could go. It could have a very beautiful, wholesome ending, where Hillary and Eloise learn lessons of self-acceptance and go on and lead happy and productive lives. Or it can go to the dark side. And you people in the chat room are going to let me know by your applause which way you want the song to go. So who here on Super Bowl Sunday, February 13th, 2022, would like, gotta unmute yourselves, everybody. Who here would like Hillary and Eloise to have the wholesome ending?
You gotta pause.
Oh, I gotta.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, who wants Hillary and Eloise to go to the dark side? Hillary, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to go this way. Hillary said to Eloise, all right, let's make a deal. Though your words stung me, at least now I know how you feel. If you'd let me get my facelift, you can get that tattoo now. And yes, I'll even let you pierce your brow. Both had their procedures done on the same day. If only they had known the heavy price they'd have to pay. Hillary, you got your facelift done by Dr. Frankenstein. You came out looking like a combination monkey and drag queen. And Eloise, your tattoo went just fine, but not your eyebrow ring. You contracted an infection too gross for me to sing. And both of them died disgusting, painful, stinking deaths. Both had this to say with their dying breath. We're a permanent reminder of our temporary insanity. We sacrificed our looks, our lives, for our foolish vanity. And at the reading of their will, they left one last bequest, a pillow upon which was embroidered, "Sometimes mother really does know best." Oh, I think this is the first time I've ever killed off somebody I actually know on the show.
Christine, I want to say this because it's on tape. It's so brilliant because it's absolutely my true story. You wrote it long before my story. So thank you.
By the way, everybody, this is Hillary Rollins, who years ago we met in 1981 because she was in a trio called Hilly, Lily, and Lulu. And I saw them on the Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder, and I just flipped over their work. They did close 3-part harmony, wore vintage dresses, and I stalked them until I finally got to meet them. And they sang on my very, very first record. They sang on Prince Charles. Hilly, Lily, Lulu, and I were all on the Today Show on July 13th, 1981, singing a song telling Prince Charles, "Don't marry Diana. It's not going to work." We could bill ourselves as the psychic songwriters. But everybody knew it wasn't going to work. Our next performer is Craig Werth. And Craig and I have an interesting project that we ended up working on together. I had been asked to sing my Pluto song for this big event that was happening at Johns Hopkins University, until the head of the organization listened carefully to the song and saw that my song was about whether Pluto is or is not a planet. And he said, the last thing we need is a folk singer from New York telling us Pluto's not a planet. So rewrite the song or write a different song, or else we're not going to have you. And I said, I can't rewrite it. It is what it is, but I'll find you a songwriter who can. And he goes, oh no, we have no money. I said, folk singers we never expect money. So it'll be fine. And he ended up writing such a wonderful song, and we made a video together for a song, and then we both got invited to the big event. I had been disinvited, and then I was reinvited because of this guy here. So thank you, Craig, very much, and tell everybody a little bit about you, who you are, and how you've gotten to where you are.
Well, let's see. Well, one of the first people to take notice of my regional music was you, from a songwriting contest so long ago. Someone introduced you to my Loose Gems song. Micah Engber, I think, did. But anyway, so I was a regional artist, working in education, and then long story short, became friends with David Francie, and I traveled the planet with him as his arranger and accompanist. Went around the world starting at age 50. It was the first time I started touring outside of my home zone, and it's been an amazing journey. And I'm a pastor and a Unitarian Universalist pastor and an interfaith chaplain, and I work with folks living with brain injury, teaching improv and doing all sorts of things in life. And music is through everything, throughout all that I do.
By the way, is David Francie still touring?
He is. He's just starting up again. He had some voice troubles that he was public with, and he's just got a new album coming out, and he's doing a trip to Ireland and starting to tour again, which is great.
Oh, great. He's a Canadian, for anyone who doesn't know David Francie.
Amazing writer. Yeah.
Wow, what a great combination, you two together. So what are you going to start out with?
I'm going to start out with the song that I composed on tour with David Francie. I found myself for the first time separated from my wife and best pal Liz on Valentine's Day, and after 30 years of marriage or so. And anyway, I was across North America, and I was missing her, and I'm sure she was missing me. And I thought I could send her a dozen roses for $137, or I could write her a song, priceless. And that's what I did. I wrote and sent her this. I made an MP3 of it and sent it to her. This is called Valentine Girl. And it also goes out not only to Liz, who's beside me over here, but it goes out to Angela and John. Jill posted that they're having an anniversary on Valentine's Day. I think it's their 13th. So this is to all of them and all of you who love. I'm thinking about you on Valentine's Day. What will you be doing? Which words will you say? I guess you'll be working. I wish you could play. And I know you'll be missing your Valentine, just as I will be missing mine. I'm thinking about you on Valentine's Day. From hundreds and thousands of miles away, the space in my heart is as big as this world, but it holds half of my love for my Valentine girl, half of my love for my Valentine girl. If I could rise up high over this town, I'd wait while the earth comes turning around, and I'd keep my eyes wide, my head looking down. I'd watch through the night for that pearl of mine, luster and light from my Valentine girl. I'm thinking about you on Valentine's Day. From hundreds and thousands of miles away, the space in my heart is as big as this world, but it holds half of my love for my Valentine girl, just half of my love for my Valentine girl, half of my love for my Valentine girl, half of my love for my Valentine girl. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. And you know what? In the chat room, Lynn Heineman wrote, so much better than roses.
So much cheaper than roses. It's funny. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's, Liz must feel like the luckiest girl in the world to have a song like that.
She's nodding her head, yes.
It lasted a lot longer.
It lasted a lot longer than roses, she said. Yeah.
On that. And I just want to remind anybody who's watching that any donations that come in after 4:45 and we started this after party get split among all the musicians that you're seeing here. And it's a great way to help us buy groceries, to be blunt. We really, have had a tough time during the pandemic. Can you get Andy to say hello?
Hey, Andrew.
I'm over here. Here.
Tell him to move.
Oh,
so
come
we can
here. Hurry. Oh, that's so sweet. That's it.
He's such a nice guy.
He is. He's the best. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
I was on screen before.
Does he have to get dressed or something?
This is Andrew.
Oh.
I've
Hi.
been listening. I'm on.
Well, thank you. Thank you both for being here.
Oh, for sure. Thank you so much for having us. Yeah, all of us. Thank you.
Can you bring Liz on? We want to say hi to Liz.
Liz, come over. Make your way through the gauntlet of guitars. Here we go. There's Liz.
Hi.
Hi.
Claire. Hey again, everyone. Christine, thank you so much for being here to do the show tonight, this afternoon, and everybody else. What a lovely afternoon, and I'm so grateful. The Cooperage Project is home to River Vibes. It is a wonderful facility, community-oriented, and has great sound, as Christine will tell you. I was very honored when they asked me to bring the series there, and and everybody that plays there loves to play there, so hopefully we'll get you all there. And because it's not far from Warwick, it's not too bad there for Kyle and for Tina. So please come out to River Vibes at the Cooperage sometime, or they do other concerts as well. They had a small concert last night, and they're there for the community, and we like to keep supporting them. And from the first part of the show, from Christine's show, a portion of the proceeds from that will be donated to the Cooperage Project, and we're very grateful to them, to all of you, and hope you all keep safe still, and let's get on with our lives, right? And Christine, thank you again so much.
Well, thank you.
And see you in May 15th.
Yes.
At the Cooperage, Christine. Yeah.
I wanted to tell you there's a history of doing a folk music show on Super Bowl Sunday. It was February 3rd, 2002. And the night before, Dave Van Ronk had gotten out of the hospital. He'd been in the hospital since Halloween, believe it or not. And we did a show at the Town Crier, which is up in Beacon, New York now. It was in Pawling, New York at the time. It was Pete Seeger, Oscar Brand, Danny Kalb. I was part of it. I think Paxton was part of it. A bunch of folk singers. And we all got together and promised everybody that the show would be over by 5:59 so they could all make it to the Super Bowl. Because there's kind of an unwritten rule. You never book a show on Super Bowl Sunday, ever. Never, never, never. But we raised over $5,000 for Dave Van Ronk in that one show at the Town Crier. And he was so grateful. He only lived another week, though, after that. But he died standing pat, as he likes to say. And so this is the second time that I've known of having another folk music show on Super Bowl Sunday. So thank you all who came. Thank you all who donated. Thank you everybody on Facebook and everybody on YouTube. And the performers again, that was Michael Lavine, Kyle Hancharick, Tina Ross, and Craig Werth. And let's see, what time is it? It's 5:56. Oh, look at that. We've actually given you 4 minutes of extra time to prepare. Wait, any questions?
Can I say one thing? I have been waiting all my life for someone to give me something to do on Super Bowl Sunday. This is as good as this. That is a huge, 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 huge unmet need. So while you're thanking us, I would like to thank you and all these musicians and songwriters and artists and go, what? Yeah, thank you.
Amen.
Well, thank you, Hillary.
Yeah, I will keep you.
Well, thank you so much. And again, thank Brandon. Can you put yourself on screen so people... Oh, there he is. Thank you, Brandon.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Yay!
Okay, so I guess we're all just going to say goodnight. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Jill. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you,
Christine. This was so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you.